called Mood, who played for Team Darkside. The guy never dueled, but this guy was probably arguably one of the top 3-4 Team DMers. So, to answer your question in full, yeah, we're going to use what we can to help us see these guys, but I want to be careful as to what the...
Right, I want to make sure it's relevant, it sounds like.
Yes. Thanks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Gotcha. Carnage pressing in on red. It was grabbed, but he wins out, kills them both. Done. He's like, where's the armor? I didn't see it. I was too busy shooting you. Alright, so let's go take a look at Relic. Not going to get this quad. Wonko. Going to need to watch his ass. Red armor picked up by Carnage. Oh, not picked up by Carnage. Now picked up. Strangely enough.
Not picked up at all. But Wonka does turn that into a frag, so... Yeah, tomato.
Yeah, nice little quad run here. Paramedics healing up a little bit, but it's the final 30 seconds, so it's going to be short-lived. Relic's not even turning around. Apparently doesn't have to. Wonko can't hit a broadside of a barn with that quad rocket. So this thing is going to end up probably something like 86 to 28.
Oh, eat that, Greased. You were wrong.
I'm always wrong. Oh, look at that. They pulled it into 30. All right, 85 to 30. Final score on DM6. 37%
All right, so what's it going to take for ZTN to be different?
Quad
That's
pummel
the
and
big
14.
question. The pummel's going to make the difference?
14 and 17 impressives between the Rita.
Damn.
So they definitely got the rails right in the ass of the paramedics, and I don't even know if you can get that covered on your insurance, quite frankly. I think paramedics are screwed.
Well, ZTN has the rail in a more centralized location, so that means two things. Yes, it's easier to grab, but then again, it's easier to ambush. It's easier to do the damage on, so can paramedics take advantage of that, or is it just going to be the same old story? This is where you go, I don't know, Jahar, but I think...
No.
Alright,
this is... I think that everyone already knows the end of that tale.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
With the way that Rita is playing, it's paramedics would need to, I don't know, call vote hacks or something.
You know what I'd like to see? I would love to see an Exhibition 1 map, Area 51 versus Rita, on Furious Heights.
I don't know, dude. I think Rita would still come out ahead on that one. I really do.
Very heavily, obviously, towards the dueler.
Well, here we go.
Alright, here we go.
Relic run out of the bat there, grabbing grenade launcher, and dropping down. Wonko gets the railgun, and he gets the first frag, so yeah, this is a good start. But Wonko's really low on health here. He's looking sorry, but there's some nice teamwork there to get that second frag. But right now they're both kind of looking sorry here. They don't have a lot of health or a lot of armor. So here in the quad room, this is not a good place for them to be right now.
Well, yeah, especially with a whole 30 seconds to go. Wonko gets the message and leaves, waiting for the railgun spawn. Lucky that until pull down Relic, I think Carnage will probably make short work of him, and he does. Mega is up for Carnage, so not really a strong semblance of control between these two teams yet, but
We're about to see it.
Great, yeah, here comes the lead, because actually, let's see who else. Quick tie. Okay. And Carnage is able to stack up a little bit. And here comes the lead. He's got to be careful to not shoot his teammate. He walks into a pummel. And just for extra flavoring, I guess.
Tasty. But yeah, this is a point where this first quad run, Carnage grabbing just about all the items. Carnage has grabbed everything. He's grabbed red, he's grabbed Mega, he's about to grab Mega again, and he got that quad. So that, I believe, is going to be the entirety of the tone of this match.
Maybe. Let's go take a look at Relic. He's getting frags right and left, and they're trying to decide who should get that armor. Looks like he's going to give it up to Carnage. Heading to the back side of the map. Now, if we take a look at the timers, we got about 10 seconds before that plasma yellow comes up, and red is after it by about 1 second. So the next play is going to be center map, and so you can see Relic trying to come up behind. Frags Mesta. We go and take a look at Carnage. He should be jumping to red, and there he is, doing exactly that and getting away with 20 health. There is no health 50 for him to grab. We're going to take a look back.
Did you see what I saw though? Carnage was there. He was catching shaft from both ends, and Mesta kept pushing him from in front, but Wonko left, and that let Carnage get away. And he's still alive, and here he is in the quad room, stacking up pretty nicely. Red is now up. But yeah, I was about to commend Paramedic for catching Carnage from both ends, but then Wonko left.
Yeah. They forgot to
better things to
finish
do.
the fight. Yeah. Well, yeah, you gotta need a quilt. Break out the Vaseline. A lot of things going on there. Paramedics are gonna hate us after this cast. We're not being very nice.
Seriously.
All right.
At least you dick.
Wonko. I know, I really am. Wonko steals the quad. No armor though. Red is up.
Oh,
Red
this
is
is
grabbed. Rocket to the
geez,
face.
This is where he's gonna eat rocket after rocket,
my
but
goodness.
he does finish off with the MG. Coming back into the plasma room, no health, no armor.
Yeah, and we already know that there's no health up, so that's going to be a one-trick pony for that quad run. That being said, you know, it is 11 to 9. This is much closer than we certainly saw DM6 be. And although we are starting to see Relic. Relic is really pulling out the rails now. So take a look at his accuracy, 75%. He hasn't even bothered to use an LG. That's kind of interesting.
Well, right
So
now,
here's the
and you look
teleporter.
at this, this having a bit more of the angle play than DM6 does. Relic is using those angles effectively. He can just pop out. He knows where his opponent's going to be when he makes the jump for that red armor. He finally goes down at the hands of Wonko. So does Wonko.
But Carnage cleans up. Well,
Yeah.
the mess that Wonko left. Yeah, either way,
Carnage
15
should
to
actually
9.
do us
So
a favor and die once.
yeah, no kidding.
Carnage
Yeah.
hasn't died.
Exactly. Now, part of that is because he's robbing all of the items. And I think one of the reasons why this thing is so
Seriously, yeah.
close is because he's not giving anything to his teammate. Relic's probably like, motherfucker, give me a mega. God. He's got a little bit of ammo though. And
Oh,
rather
there he
armor.
goes.
Yeah.
Finally.
And actually,
46.
Relic kind of blocked him at that point.
Well, I
I'm
think that was
assuming that there's
payback
some
for
nasty
stealing
words
the
going
mega.
on in Vent right now. Wonko
Wonko
gets
gets
the
the pummel.
pummel. Oh my god.
Double.
There we go.
Double
Here's
pummel.
quad. All right, come back.
Teammate
6
pummel.
frags.
Mesta gets it again.
Oh,
Oh, it gets
shut
shut
down.
down. But Carnage is getting that red armor again. But the fact that Paramedics grabbed it, it kept this from swinging any farther than it has been. At least due to the quad.
Yeah, exactly. Because that would have been a nice
So
prime quad
do it
run.
again, guys.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
It's just like I said in DM6, these guys' rails, it's just making these frags happen. It's just insane.
Well, and you know, one of the things that I love about Carnage's play is that he's really comfortable with sort of the flicky, kind of flick rail, flick rocket, that type of thing. Actually, both these guys are a little bit flicky. Now, Relic, when he whips out the LG, like I've always wondered, like, is he one of those players that has like different sensitivities for each weapon or something? Because Relic can also have very smooth LG sometimes. So maybe not.
he
Maybe he's just that skilled and steady-handed. Who knows? But 23 to 14, far closer match than we certainly saw just moments ago. Relic eating rail after rail and
No,
needs to leave this
here's
fight.
something. I'm not really... Mesta picks up a frag, but I'm not really seeing the coherence in Paramedics movement right now.
That works
We're
though.
both coming through that hallway, and that was kind of a choke point. It
Now
did
see,
get
they
my
split up
frag,
again. They split up again.
Right.
And Wonko barely survives.
And with with them splitting up with, 15 seconds left to go till